Hello, welcome. I'm Jessica. I'm going to take you through a quick back bend series to get you moving and grooving in your spine. So let's come over onto our mats. Alright, we'll sit into Sukhasana, a comfortable cross-legged seat. And sit up nice and tall. We're going to bring our palms to the ceiling. Take a nice big inhale, lift your sternum. And as you exhale, you're going to twist your body to your left. Keep your palms up. Pull your shoulders back and away from your ears. Lift your sternum and then twist more deeply to your left. If your left hand wants to turn in, use your muscles and turn it back out. Keep opening the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your right. On your inhale, you lift your sternum. On your exhale, you twist more deeply to your right. Keep pulling your shoulders back and down. Lift your sternum and twist. All right, inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, you're going to put your left hand down to the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm up overhead. You can put a little bend into your bottom arm, your left arm. Lateral side bend. Pull your left shoulder away from your left ear. And look down with your neck. Look up with your neck. Come back to the center. Inhale your right hand down. Exhale your left hand up over your head. Keep pulling your shoulders away from your ears and bend more deeply. Look down towards the floor. Look up. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, you're going to put your hands behind your back. I'm going to change where I'm sitting. Fingertips pointing towards your butt. Put your feet flat onto the floor, directed right in front of your knees. Broaden across your shoulders and pull your shoulder points back. Claw the floor with your hands. Inhale, lift your hips and your knees. Scoop your tail towards your knees. Lift your hips, corsate your ribs, so bring your ribs closer together towards the middle of your stomach. Claw the mat, push away. Reverse table. Exhale, sit your butt back down. Bring your shins in, give yourself a hug. Alright, exhale, shift your weight forward, put your hands onto the floor. Walk your feet back, coming into all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, push them back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Alright, bring your right knee to your right nostril. See if you can close off your right nostril with your right knee. Keep broadening across your chest, pressing your left heel down, your left leg straight, and touch your right nostril with your right knee. Use your core. Exhale, put your right foot down on the floor in between your hands. If it didn't make it, you can take your hand and use it to push your calf forward. Put your left knee down onto a blanket if you have one. And if you don't have a blanket, you can fold your edge of your mat over if you need to for some cushion. Inhale, come up into your lunge. Alright, you're going to reach your hands behind your back, bend your elbows to get the heels of your hands together, broaden across your collarbones, and then exhale, you're going to sink into your lunge, then you're going to back bend. Press equal weight on your front foot and press your back foot down. Reach your hands towards the floor. Open your chest. Breathing. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, put your hands onto the floor. This time you're going to take your right foot straight behind you. Just straighten the right leg. Keep your left leg where it is for a moment. Now you're going to put your right foot flat onto the floor. Take your left hand, one more handprint out in front. And take your left leg right behind you so that it's perpendicular with your mat now. Bring your right hand to your hip and look up. And then take your right hand overhead. Keep pressing the pinky edge side of your right foot down. Take a nice big inhale. You can back bend a little bit here. And then exhale, put your right hand down to the floor. Pivot on your left knee. Come back to all fours. And you're going to lift your hips, push it back, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Alright. You're going to bring your left foot forward in between your hands. Put your right knee down onto the blanket. Okay, untuck your right toes and inhale, come up into a lunge, Anjaneyasana. Take your hands behind your back, bend your elbows, get your hands together all the way. Broaden across your chest, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, start to straighten your arms, lunging into your left knee more deeply. Equal weight in the front foot. Press the top of the back foot down, lift your sternum, back bending. Inhale, press into your left foot, come up. Exhale, release the hands down onto the floor. Alright, take your left leg straight behind you, straighten your left leg completely, and then you're going to put your left foot flat onto the floor so that now your heel of your left foot's in line with your right heel of your right foot, basically. Then you kick your right foot out, now it's perpendicular to your mat. Take your right hand just a little bit more forward, about another handprint forward, so there's a slight angle in your right arm. Externally rotate the right arm by turning the bicep forward towards your face, and then you're going to reach your left arm up, press the pinky edge side of your left leg flat onto the floor, and then maybe back bending. Then you'll exhale, come out, put your left hand down, pivot on your right knee. You can come to all fours, and then push it back, downward facing dog. Alright, walk your feet into the middle of the mat, hips width distance apart, forward folding and Uttanasana. Bow your head in towards the floor. You can put a little bend into your knees and push your sit bones to the sky. Bring your low belly up and in towards your spine. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, looking forward, coming to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, and then come down onto your knees. I'm going to turn so you guys can see me. Actually, I'm going to stay right here. So you're going to come down onto your knees, and you're going to get your knees right underneath your hips. You're going to take your hands behind your back. You're going to broaden across your collarbones. And you're going to pull your shoulder points back and down. Okay? So on the back of your back, there are these little dimples. If you can find those little dimples on your back and put your thumbs into them, that's your PSIS. See if you can put your thumbs right there, and then you're going to push your glutes, your butt. You're going to push your butt down. Okay, so broaden across your chest. Push your butt down. Take a nice inhale, lift your sternum. You're going to tone your butt. And exhale, you're going to back bend. Push your butt down. Use your hands to push your hips forward. Only let your head come back enough where you can still breathe. Alright, inhale, come up, you use your core, and exhale, sit down onto your heels or in between your heels. For just a moment and rest. Alright, inhale, come back up onto your knees. This time, instead of just pushing the glutes forward, so if you guys watch for just a moment, you're going to take one foot down onto the heel, and then the other foot down onto the heel. You're going to push your hips forward, let your head come back. If you can't do that, then keep working on pushing your hips down and back bending. And if that's even too much for you, you can just put your hands up by your sides. and back bend. Okay? Alright, so here we go. Thumbs and the little dimples in the back, PSIS. Broaden across your chest, push your hips forward. One hand comes down to the heel, the other hand comes down to the heel. Push into your heels, broaden across your chest, push your pelvis forward. Press the tops of your feet down, but shift your weight forward. And then come out the way you came in. If you came with the right hand down first, come out with right hand down first. Okay. Come up, use your core, come all the way up. Sit down in between your heels. Rest in Virasana, hero's pose. Alright, inhale, come back up. This time you're going to take your right leg and put it out to the right. Okay. Take your right leg and put it out to the right. Try to get your right heel in line with your right knee. Okay, one line of symmetry there. Alright, hands to the hips to start, broaden across your chest. Take an inhale, and actually okay, we're on the right side, so I'm not mirroring you guys, so I look opposite. Okay, take your right hand, your right arm, forearm, put it down on the top of your right thigh. Pull your right shoulder away from your ear. Then you're going to inhale, reach your left arm out, palm up, and exhale, swoop it up overhead. Keep pulling your right shoulder away. Lift your chest, looking up under your left arm. Inhale, come up. Put your right knee back in. And to the other side, exhale, take your left leg out to the left. And try to get your left foot flat onto the floor. It's hard, but do the best you can. Eventually, one day you will. I used to not be able to do it either. You're going to turn your right hip back more because I know it wants to come forward, and press the pinky edge side of your left leg down so it creates a little external rotation in your left leg. Right, hands to the hips. Left forearm out. Take it down to the top of the left thigh. Pull your shoulders back and down. Right arm comes out, palm up. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over, gate pose. Turn so that your left ribs come more towards the ceiling and look up. Inhale, come back up the way that you came in. And you're going to come down to all fours. Stack your knees underneath your hips. Walk your arms out and come into puppy pose. Bow your head towards the floor. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take your knees wide, take your toes together, push your hips to your heels. Let your arms come out long in front of you, bow your head in towards the floor, taking a child's pose. And that's it. And if you have a little time, you can relax and take a couple minutes in Shavasana, just resting, letting your body process all the work you just did. Hope you all enjoyed that. And please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see some more videos. Thanks so much, and Namaste.